Hey you guys, welcome to your weekend edition Love and General reading. This is for the element of Earth. So if you're Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising, these messages are for you for the weekend of March 14th through the 16th, 2025. So I want to thank you guys for all your love and support. Please keep in mind these are general, so they may or may not resonate. But hopefully you get some clarity. Also, if you're wanting to book a personal or private reading, be sure that you email me for a price list if you don't already have the current one. Alright, so the overall energy is the Page of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, the Chariot, the Six of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, the Fool, and the World. If you hear extra wind, that's because we're having like a little, I guess it's like a dust storm. Okay, so overall energies, I feel like maybe you guys have been meditating and working on yourself. I feel like you've been doing a little bit of self-care or healing, just trying to get things back on track. Also could be trying to get your finances in order. It just seems like you've been wanting to establish some sort of security, maybe job security. Seems like you've been working on some things. Could also be working on projects. If you are independent or a creative person, there could be things that you've been working on, like a side hustle or coming up with ideas. Maybe you've been daydreaming about your career or the type of life that you want to have. But I feel like you're also working towards that goal. Something has you in your element. I feel like you are grounded. I feel like you're also learning about yourself, or just in a process of learning. Now, if you just started a job, it could be that you're learning this new job, or if you've been at the company for a while, maybe you're just taking on or learning some sort of a new task, or the company that you work for maybe is new or just in development, early stages. I also feel like you are focused and goal driven. I feel like there's something that you're really focused on and you're like going after it. You're pursuing something with confidence, or without fear. I feel like you're knocking down obstacles. Something also seems like smooth sailing, or it's like a clear pathway for you. Nothing is in your way. I feel like you're able to do something without interference. For some of you, I feel like you're moving. I feel like you're packing up and moving. You're starting over. Yeah. I feel like for some of you, you might be starting completely over, like you just dropped everything from your past and pushed forward with this new life. Just feels like you're starting completely over. I feel like you're stepping out of your comfort zone. You might feel like exploring over the weekend. If you aren't moving or relocating, maybe somebody is on their way to you or moving in with you, or maybe you're just on vacation or traveling. Definitely travel either way. You might just hop in your car and just be like, I don't know where I'm going, but I just want to drive. I just want to feel free. I don't want to be confined. So I feel like you're just hopping in your car and you're going someplace. Now, it also seems like you're being pulled. Something's pulling you. You're like, I don't know what it is. I just feel like I'm being pulled in this direction, or I'm being called to do this. So I kind of feel like you are being pulled towards your calling. Whatever you've been holding on to as well, I feel like you're ready to release it or let it go. I don't know what you were holding on to, but maybe it was a relationship, maybe it was a job. But I feel like you needed to get clarity. You also needed to look at your situation from all sides. And then it's like once you had a clear view of your life ahead or what you needed to do, you just kind of like took off and you're like, okay, I know exactly what I need to do. And you let go of things, or you made, or you're about to make some sort of a sacrifice. You could be dealing with another earth sign or someone who mirrors your energy. I just feel like something's giving you closure. You're also coming off very detached. Something's going on where, you know, you're operating on logic, or, you know, you're just like, I don't have time to worry about XYZ. Just give me the facts. Or I'm going to make a decision based on facts alone. Like you're being very detached, or, you know, emotionally, you just can't let that get in the way of your decisions. So you're like blocking off emotions, and you're using intuition and logic, but you're not emotionally driven by something. Now, you also might be following the money. Like something's going on where you're like, I'm just following the money. The spirit told me this is where the money is, this is where I'm going. So I feel like you are, you know, following the money. Wherever the money goes, you go. But yeah, your decision making seems to be very detached. I feel like somebody is not able to talk you out of something, or you aren't listening to people. You're just like, I just need to do this my way. And even if, you know, it seems like you're making brash decisions, it doesn't matter. I feel like something's working for you. You're like, this works for me. People might not understand your method or why you do things the way you do, but all that matters is that you do. I feel like somebody also might be getting on an airplane. I'm hearing like this old Frank Sinatra, I think it's Frank Sinatra, where he's like, fly with me. Not, or is it fly me to the moon? Fly me to the moon. Might be that. But I just kind of feel like somebody is like flying away. It also could be that, you know, how we've been having all the airplane scares. Like you have to get on a plane and somebody might be like, don't do it. And you're like, look, if it's time, then it's time. Like you don't have time to be worried about what if. Like you just like going and you're like, off you go. Career-wise, I mean, it could be that you deliver or drive, do any type of transportation. Either way, it just kind of feels too like you're doing what you want to do. Also, if you're traveling, you might occasionally get out of the car just to get some fresh air, especially if you are doing some sort of a long road trip. Or if you're a truck driver, like something's going on where you need to step out of the cab or the vehicle and get some air. And it's like you're enjoying it or realizing how, beautiful things can be. Spiritually, you could be doing some kind of astral traveling. You're, flying in your dreams, jumping off of things, visiting people. Something feels controlled, though. I feel like you have a sense of control. I feel like there isn't fear. If there is an opportunity for you to make money somewhere else in another state, I feel like you would take it. Excuse me. In regards to like your fears, for some of you, I feel like you are confronting your fears, confronting your shadow, or dealing with your demons. But I kind of feel like you are steering them or making your demons work for you. You're like, no, you aren't gonna, have me under pressure, be in control. I'm gonna control you. And so I feel like you're kind of steering, you're utilizing something that would normally be scary or something that you wouldn't normally do, like you would normally be afraid of this, but you're like taking fear by the rings. I think that's the expression. Taking something by the rings. If your job was riding you, I kind of feel like you're riding your job now. You're like, let me take back control of this situation. And yeah, I just really feel like you're trying to take control of something that maybe had consumed you or that had gotten out of control. If this is dealing with addictions, I feel like somebody maybe fell off the wagon and now they're just like back on it and they're just like steering it. They're just like, no, I'm not gonna fall off the wagon this time. And somebody has a really strong hold over their demons. If you felt a relationship had consumed you, I feel like you're taking back control of that too. You're like, nope, I'm not about to be doing everything you asked me to do anymore. Like, I need to stand up for myself. So I feel like you're standing up for yourself or not being defiant, but just doing what you feel like is fair and just. sometimes it still might feel like even though you're in control, you're also just kind of like on autopilot. You just want to make sure you don't crash. But other than that, you're just like, I'm just going with the flow. I'm just seeing where life takes me. I kind of feel like you also just don't care anymore. Like you don't care about something. It's partially sad, but also just, I guess, after having to deal with certain things in life, you're just like, it is what it is. If you have a fight with a water sign, that could be the driving force to like get you out of your comfort zone or to push you to do something or pursue a dream. Like maybe somebody pushed you to your limit. It could be a water sign that is behind you, like suddenly just like pushing yourself or deciding to take some sort of responsibility for something or to get back on a wagon. You're like, I don't want to go through that again, or I don't want, So I don't know. I just feel like a water sign might be your motivation or drive. Also, a water sign spirit could be trying to get your attention. Or if you've been missing somebody who's no longer here, I feel like the water sign is still in your energy. They try to get your attention, but maybe you can't see it or feel it. I feel like you're also just wanting balance or some sort of peace in your life, and you're going towards that. I'm also seeing some kind of forgiveness. Financially, it could be forgiveness of some sort of debt. And then karmically, it still seems like there could be some sort of forgiveness of a debt. Kind of feels like you and somebody forgive each other, or things are at peace between the two of you. Especially if there was something going on or there's history between you and an air sign. I feel like there's forgiveness between the two of you, or your karmas are balanced. I feel like your faith is also being restored. There is a possibility of having a soul agreement with this person. I feel like somebody's being generous. Someone is either giving you money or assisting you, uh, or giving you their time, or you are doing that for somebody. I feel like somebody wants to leave the matrix, or that's, what they say to themselves is that I want to get out of this matrix, or I'll be glad when this matrix ends. I feel like you're also being free of delusion. I feel like you have zero tolerance for fakeness. On a mundane level, you might just be hanging up on solicitors because you just don't have time for anybody's sales pitch or whatever it is that they're saying on the phone. You don't have time for it. You don't want any insurance. So I kind of feel like you might be hanging up or just ignoring anything that you just don't have time for. Yeah, somebody definitely keep talking about the matrix though. I don't want to be in a matrix. I'm imprisoned by the matrix. If you are trying to leave clues for somebody or be indirect with this person, I feel like they're going to ignore you until you approach them directly. Or you are doing this to somebody. You don't have time for blues clues. You're just like, just give it to me straight. It's possible you may have blocked someone or someone ends up blocking you, but it's like, I don't care. Something is hidden. I feel like it's something you want to know about, but it's being hidden from you. Like maybe you want to know when something's going to end or when something's going to be over, and it's just like not for you to know yet. Also, somebody might be keeping it a secret that they're moving or traveling. In your birth chart, I feel like you are needing to look and see where Saturn is, because I feel like that particular house might be significant over the weekend. So if you have Saturn in your first house, your third house, seventh house, whatever house Saturn is in, I feel like you should pay attention to that house. All right, let's pull some energy cards. All right, additional messages for Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising for this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. All right, you have financial constraints, rest and rejuvenation, man holding a heart, overall energy, hostilities. So, like I was talking about starting over or something, this could still have something to do with it. Like you're letting go of everything. But that's because you're getting ready to start over, or you are following where the money is. You're like, okay, the money's not here. Let me follow where the money is. It seems like maybe there's a feeling of emptiness, but I feel like you're trying to find peace within yourself, or trying to find peace within your situation. Feels like you're also praying. Either someone sees your vulnerability. Somebody might be able to see through you, or you are able to see through someone and see their emptiness or their vulnerability. Initially, you seem to be guarded, like you don't trust, or you have to set boundaries with certain people. You might even push people away. But even if you do, I feel like you don't care. You're like, I don't care. And like I was saying, I feel like the same message is coming through in regards to like a water sign. Like a water sign could be the reason why you're pushing yourself, or why you decide to do something. If you've been guarded with your heart, it's possible that you're ready to let your guards down. I feel like something is vacant. So there's like a vacancy in your life. You also might realize that your love is more valuable than something, or someone that you love is very valuable, more valuable than actual, money itself. Or you might feel like certain types of jobs aren't worth it if your heart isn't in it. I just kind of feel like you are trying to heal, trying to clear out some sort of space in your heart and your mind. In love, I feel like you're going to be preparing yourself to love. You're going to open yourself up for love. Career, I feel like you're opening yourself up for a new opportunity. If you have anger issues, you may have been working on that. You also might be distancing yourself from people who don't deserve your energy. All right, so hopefully this helps. Feel free to leave your feedback. Thank you guys for watching. Sending love and grace.